Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're a new friend, welcome, and if you're an old friend, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that new intro because I thought it was kind of cute. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing a palette review, and I'm kind of bracing myself for it because it's going to be kind of negative. Spoiler alert, I don't like this palette. But I don't, and I have to be honest with you guys. I think it comes out, it either came out on November 11th or November 13th, depending on if you go to Ulta or Sephora. But it's been up on the Tarte website for ordering and shipping. You just can't get it in the stores until this weekend. So I'm hoping that I can catch some of you guys before you purchase it, or maybe before you like really start to use it. If you already bought it, you can return that bad boy because it's not worth it. I've just been having a lot of emotions about this palette because I feel like I found out about it like by mistake. I was on Laura Lee's vlog channel, and I saw that she went to Bora Bora, and then I noticed that she was there with a lot of other really big beauty vloggers, and then I noticed that they were all picking up this really mysterious black palette, and I was like, why the hell haven't I heard about this? When did this come out? And so I went to the Tarte website and I ordered it, and so it took like probably a week to get here, and so for the past week I've been like playing with it, and to be honest with you guys, I don't really love this palette. And it's so sad because when I first saw the palette, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, that pink color, like that's what I've been looking for. Like I've been wanting some pink eyeshadows just to wear with those really pretty pink lipsticks that ColourPop put out. So I've just been like wanting like a dusty pink color. So I was really excited about this palette, but once I got it, I was just really disappointed. And then, well, anyways, let me show you guys the swatches, and then I will get smack dab in the middle of this review. It dawned on me while I was doing the swatches that I should include swatches with brushes, because finger swatches are usually the best. When it gets on your brush, that's usually when you really see if this product is worth a pile of beans or not. So I did swatches on most of the colors, as you can see. Hey guys, sorry about any confusion, but smoked was one of the main colors that I felt like really needed a brush swatch so you could get a feel for how it looked. But because I made the swatch so big with my finger, I couldn't do the brush swatch underneath it, so that's why it's on the end at my wrist. yeah, as you can see from the swatches, it's kind of disappointing. But this palette retails for $53. It comes with 16 matte shades and 4 duochrome shades. To me, this one's really the only really duochrome color. Maybe this one, depending on the primer that you use and like what colors you put under it. These two are like regular shimmer shades. Like there's nothing that special about them. I feel like I have probably 4 versions of those 2 colors already. I really liked how the palette was laid out. Like it has these rows where you can use them together, and like each row is supposed to be a different look for the lazy fashionista or beauty blogger like myself who just likes to stay in one row. I thought that was really cute. Each of these little pans has 1 gram of product, and then for the $53 and 20 shades, that's about $2.50 per pan per color that you're buying. That would be an okay price if these colors were worth a pile of beans, which they're, in my opinion, not really. So many of these, the light colors are really buttery, but a lot of the darker colors are just super duper chalky and like flaky. And then like I've never experienced this with eyeshadows before, but the pigmentation does not last. Like the color that you put on your lid in the morning is not the color that's going to be on your lid when you come home in the evening. And I've never seen that with an eyeshadow before. Like it's really disappointing. I wish I had taken a picture this morning when I did, because I was playing around in it one more time, and I was using these 2 colors together, and like they went on, you know, the color that they look like they're gonna be, and then like towards the midday, like they were just much darker. And I've seen colors like settle, but usually it's like in a pretty more vibrant way, and these ones just kind of looked muddy. And like I feel like these darker colors are just so grainy. It feels like there's pebbles in there or something. And there's like a ton of fallout, which usually like wouldn't be such a terrible thing, but the fallout here I feel like is due to the chalkiness, and like it's just not a good sign. Like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette has a lot of fallout, but the pigmentation is like crazy on point, and the pigmentation lasts all day long. This one doesn't. All of these shadows also contain talc. That's either the first or the second ingredient for each of these shadows. So if you're really concerned about the health risk associated with talc, then you definitely don't want to pick this up. Talc is a really controversial substance that has been used in the cosmetics industry, and people you know, question whether or not it can be linked to cancer. I haven't seen any scientific studies associated with talc and cancer, but people are scared, and I feel like for me that's enough. The packaging for this palette is like super cute, and that's really the only good thing that I can say about this palette. Like I love the fact that they included this big mirror. I feel like that's probably what I'm going to use this palette for when I'm doing my makeup on camera, because, you know, I can see my entire face in it, but that's about it. I appreciate the packaging, but like, I don't really give a flip about packaging when the product is just so subpar. I should have known that this palette was going to be a little bit disappointing, because they included these looks in the palette, and like, look at that. That is terrible. Like, I don't even understand how they tried to like pass that off as like good looking makeup. I would never, if I saw someone do their eyeshadow like that, I would think that they didn't know what they were doing. That's just my opinion though. Here's the thing, I don't have a problem with Tarte taking all of these beauty vloggers to Bora Bora. I'm super jealous. You know, I would love to go to Bora Bora, but that's just not my lot in life right now. But it really was very curious to me that they went to Bora Bora, but then like I never saw any reviews with the palette. I never saw any tutorials with the palette from big beauty vloggers. None of the people that went on the trip have been talking about this palette, and that should let you know that it's not a palette worth getting, because like they all know makeup. They know what good makeup is. They know what bad makeup is. So like they're not using it because it's not a palette worth using. Like, I'm not disappointed that I got it because, but the thing is, this is why people are not trusting YouTube anymore, because there are so many people who get on here and they just do it for like the money, or they do it for the fame, I guess. But like they're not being honest anymore. Like the whole point of YouTube is to like be a regular ass person and give you my regular ass experience using this product. But people don't do that anymore. Like they just lie and they like sell their souls for the sake of like going to Bora Bora. Like the whole reason why these YouTubers got big and famous is because little people like us trusted them with their opinions, and like, you know, we share their videos and we sub to them, and like we love them. But I can't love you, I can't trust you if you're not going to tell me the truth. Like why did I have to spend my money to realize that this is a bad product? So everybody who subscribes to me, I want you guys to know that you should not buy this palette. It's not worth $53 unless you really just like a really big compact mirror that kind of smells like vanilla. Then yeah, go ahead and spend $53. Other than that, don't get it. Like if you really want some color, some like a pigmented palette, go and get the Modern Renaissance palette. Go and get the Master palette by Mario. Sweet Peach. Sweet Peach also is another palette that I really love, but I did notice that I saw a lot of YouTubers with the palette, but I never saw them like super talking about the palette. Like I love Kathleen Lights. You guys know that I love Kathleen Lights, but like why haven't I seen her do a review on the palette? I watched her videos religiously. I've never seen her talk about the palette aside from saying, hey, do you guys want to see this tutorial? So like everybody was sent these palettes, but nobody has talked about them. Like that is suspicious. Don't trust that. I have to say that this palette would not be good for a beginner, and it wouldn't even be good for like a really experienced person, because the colors tend to get very muddy. Like they're really, it's so weird. Like I feel like they're hard to blend, but then they can also get really muddy, which I didn't think was possible, but it is with this palette. It's decent on women of color, but it's just such a poor quality palette. Like I don't want anybody to waste their money on this. Anyways, I didn't really want this video to be about me ranting about like YouTube morality, but I just don't have as much good stuff to say about this palette as I thought I would have, and I'm bummed out about it. That's all I really have to say about this palette. I'm really sorry that it was so negative, but I just like to tell you guys the truth. I hope that I maybe saved you all some money. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!